In South Africa, designers employ that same basic design philosophy to tackle yet another challenge. Freedom Park is a typical South African township, an informal settlement, gradually spreading one single-story shack at a time. As the population grows, available land for housing shrinks, and that's a problem.
As an architect and a designer, the most important thing for me for any project I do is to actually understand the problem. And when you understand the problem, you try and find various ways to solve it. So we started a process of first understanding what kind of site do we have. These sites are very narrow, 7.5 meters by 15 meters deep. What do you do in that situation?
The obvious answer? Build up. But traditional two-story homes would be cost prohibitive, requiring too much wood and concrete. Luyanda and an engineer came up with an ingenious design. Two-story houses made from sandbags. The key to this design is the eco-beam, a strong and light lattice made from 2 timber beams and a zigzag strip of metal. A house built with eco-beams needs about 80% less timber. It's cost-effective, uses local materials, and is easy to work with. A great idea, but people were skeptical.
Is an open space that for me, one of the most moving things was firstly to negotiate with the people that I'm going to be building a different house. We're going to build it with sandbags. So we had to take them through the process of getting them to buy in, to accept that this will be a decent house. The other critical thing was that we got the people involved in the building. And they take a different kind of ownership than people who were just sitting and waiting for a house to be built for them.
At the beginning, everybody was excited to see something new. If you should see the sand on their faces, if the wind are blowing and they fill the sandbags and you see how their faces are full of sand, the children come, the children assisted. So every day was excitement for them to come here, even if it means there's no food on the table, but to be here was important to them.
I took a lot of lessons even to design this, because I went into the shanty towns and understood how do people live. Obviously, there is a bigger sense of decency and dignity that I find when they own a house, which is of this kind of quality.
This for me is precious, you know. I cherish it because I never had a house of my own.
And you will see that most of the houses that we have developed are actually double-story with a narrow footprint, so that you can actually give the people a little bit of play area, you know, also to expand the house. You can see that each one has got a different color, because for us it was important to make sure that each individual actually has identity with their house. We'll be doing a lot more to take the achievements to a level where people start feeling that their lives are becoming better. The quality of life is taking a trajectory upwards.